Hello, my name is Maria. I am 35 years old. I live in a small town near the sea. Every day I wake up at 5:30 a.m. The sky is still dark, but I get up quickly. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and make hot tea. Then I cook breakfast for my sons, Oliver and Leo. They are 6 and 8 years old. They love bread and eggs. Sometimes we eat fruit if we have some. After breakfast, I pack their school bags. Do you have your books? I ask. They say, yes, Mama. I hold their hands and walk them to school. We talk on the way. Leo says, I like math. Oliver says, I want to play football. I smile. I want them to learn and be happy. After I drop them off, I go to work. I do not have a car, so I walk or take the bus. I carry a bag with my cleaning tools. There is a mop, a small bucket, soap, cloths, and gloves. The bag is heavy, but I can carry it. I wear simple clothes and comfortable shoes. I clean homes and offices. I do not work in a company. I work alone. I ask people, do you need help with cleaning? Some people say yes. Some say no, that is okay. I smile and say, have a good day. I never stop asking. Some days are easy, some days are not. Once I cleaned 4 houses in one day. I was very tired, my feet hurt, but I felt proud. I did a good job. The houses were clean, the floors were shiny, the people were happy. There was one house I remember well. It was big and full of books. A cat slept on the couch. The woman who lived there said, "You are the best cleaner I have had." Well, that made me happy. She gave me hot soup and a small gift. It was a candle that smelled like flowers. I still keep it in my room. At lunch, I sometimes eat in a small park. I sit on a bench and watch the birds. I eat rice or bread. I drink water or tea. I do not have much time, but I try to rest for a little while, then I clean again. I usually finish work at 6 p.m. or later. Then I go to pick up my sons. We walk home together. I ask, how was school? They tell me stories. Sometimes they bring home drawings. I put them on the wall. When we get home, I cook dinner. We eat together and talk. We laugh. Then I help them with homework. At night, I read them a story. I kiss them good night and say, sweet dreams. When they sleep, I sit near the window. I think about the day. I ask myself, did I do my best? I always say yes. Life is not easy, but I keep going. I work hard because I love my children. I want to give them a better life. This is my life. I am not rich. I do not have many things, but I have love, I have hope, and I have a strong heart. One rainy morning, I looked out the window. The sky was gray. There were clouds, wind, and heavy rain. I asked myself, should I go to work today? But I knew the answer. I needed the money. So I wore my old coat, picked up my cleaning bag, and left the house. The bus was late. I waited for 20 minutes. I stood near a tree and tried to stay dry. When the bus came, it was full. I found one small seat. A little boy smiled at me. I smiled back. I got off the bus near a tall building. I walked inside and saw the office. It was messy. Papers were everywhere. The floor was dirty. The windows were brown with dust. I took a deep breath and started to clean. I worked from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I washed windows. I swept the floor. I cleaned the kitchen. There were old cups and food on the table. I threw them away. I wanted to rest, but there was no time. I drank some water and cleaned the bathroom. It was very dirty. A man walked in. He was the boss. "Nice work," he said. I smiled and nodded. "Thank you." Then he left. I waited. I waited 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I looked around. Where was he? He did not come back. I called him, but he did not answer. I did not get paid. I felt tired. My feet hurt. My hands were dry and red. I sat on a chair and looked out the window. The rain was still falling. I wanted to cry, but I didn't. I stood up, picked up my bag, and left. I walked to the bus stop. The rain was cold. My clothes were wet. I thought, will I have money for dinner? I checked my pocket. There was a small coin, not enough. When I got home, my sons ran to me. "Mama, Mama," Leo said, "did you work today?" I smiled. "Yes, I did." Oliver asked, "Did you get money?" I looked at him. "Not today," I said, "but tomorrow might be better." They sat at the table. I made rice with a little salt. We didn't have meat or vegetables, but we had food. Leo said, "It tastes good, Mama." I smiled. "Thank you." After dinner, we sat on the floor and played a small game. Then we read a book about animals. "What sound does a lion make?" I asked. "Roar." They shouted. We laughed. Before bed, Oliver said, "Do you clean because you love us?" I hugged him. "Yes, I do," I said. "I clean because I want to take care of you." That night I sat on the floor. I felt tired. I felt sad, but I also felt proud. I did my best. I told myself, tomorrow I will try again. The next morning I woke up early. The rain had stopped. The sky was clear. I opened the window. The air was fresh. I took a deep breath. A new day was here. At 8 a.m. my phone rang. I did not know the number. I answered it. "Hello, is this Maria?" A woman asked. "Yes," I said. "I heard you clean very well. Can you come to my house tomorrow?" "Yes, I can. Thank you very much." The next day I went to her home. It was big and beautiful. There were flowers outside and pictures on the wall. The woman smiled at me. "My name is Mrs. White," she said. "Please come in. I cleaned the kitchen first. It was a bit messy. Then I cleaned the bathroom and living room. I worked hard. I wanted to do my best." Mrs. White watched me. She smiled. "You are very good," she said. "Do you want to come every week?" I said yes, I would like that. She gave me lunch and warm tea. She also gave me a bag of toys. "These are for your sons," she said. I thanked her. My heart felt warm. Now I go to her house every Friday. I clean and she gives me good pay. I can buy fruit, eggs, and sometimes chicken for my boys. I fix our broken chair. I buy new clothes for school. One day Mrs. White asked, "Do you have a dream, Maria?" I looked down. "Yes, I do. I want to open a small laundry shop." She said, "That is a nice dream. Let's see what we can do." A week later, she called again. "Come to my house. I have a surprise." When I arrived, she gave me a small envelope. Inside was money and a note. It said to help you start your dream. I cried. I did not know what to say. She said, "Just do your best. I believe in you." With that money, I bought a second-hand washing machine. I cleaned it and put it near our door. I told people I can wash your clothes, cheap and clean. At first, there were only 2 customers, then 5, then more. People liked my work. They told their friends. Now every morning I clean and wash. My hands are always busy, but I am happy. I have work. I have hope. One evening I sat with Oliver and Leo. We looked at our small laundry corner. Leo said, "Mama, is this your shop?" I said, "Yes, it is." Oliver smiled. "You are a businesswoman now." I laughed. "Maybe I am. I still clean. I still work hard, but I feel different. I feel strong. I feel proud. I started with nothing, but now there is something. Thank you for listening to my story. If you are learning English, keep going. You can do it. Let's learn together. Let's never give up.